Okay, Rachel, I'm trying to record a video for you here. So I'm going to show you these first couple of steps. On the one that's the age of the invoice, if you look over, it says in cell F6, create a formula that subtracts the invoice date from the current date. So the invoice date is right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here on this function line, right? And I'm going to say equals, and it's really current date minus. So even though it says subtract one from the other, it's kind of backwards. So I'm going to say B3, and that one's going to be an absolute reference because it's going to be copied down to different cells. So I'm going to push F4, and if you look at it, it put a $sign in front of all of those, right? And then I want to subtract the current, when that invoice was made, and the invoice was made in B6. So if I hit enter now, it'll show me 78 days. So what I do is I highlight it, copy it down, and then it shows me the date of all of the invoices on when they were due. But you can type right here in this function command and everything should work right. The next one says dates overdue, but we need to use the if statement. So again, I'm coming back up here and I'm going to say if, and this is where I can do a logical test. And what it's asking me is my invoice date over 30? I believe is what it is. So if F6 is greater than 30, comma. So now I've got to do the true and what's false. So if we look up here, and it says for the true, if the age of the invoice is greater than 30, subtract the due date, which is E6, from the current date. So E6, there's my due date. So right here on this formula, I say the current date was B6, right? Or B3. And hold on, did I say that one right? Yeah, B3. And again, I'm going to copy this, so I put an absolute reference on it. And then I say B6. And so it tells me when I hit enter here, oh, I did that one wrong. It was from the due date, not that one. So instead of B6, it's F6. I'm sorry. Nope. It was due on the 14th. Current date, subtract the due date from the current date. So the due date is F6. The current date is that actually, somehow we're missing that one wrong. I think I have it backwards. F6 minus that one. I'm trying to read from my phone over here to the right. Nope, that wasn't it either. Let me read it again. In G6, insert a formula using the if statement function whether the age of the invoice is greater than 30. If the age of the invoice is greater than 30, subtract the due date, which is column E6, from the current date, which is B3. B3 minus E3, E6. Did the wrong one. Yeah, it is 48 days overdue, okay? And that's the true part. On the false part, if it's less than 30 days, then put a 0 in because it's not truly overdue yet. So if you look at it, you have the condition, the true, and then the false. So there we go. So when I copy it down, anything that's over 30 will tell me how many days overdue it is. It's giving them a 30-day grace period. But like this one, it's only 1 day over. But these right here or not over their 30-day grace period. So that's how you do the 0. So right here, that formula, if you just start typing it where it says the if function or the date function and all that, that's how you go through and work these. All of the options are in this program. I hope this helps. Bye.